When was the last time a coworker really irritated you? Maybe it got under your skin, or maybe you've been passed up for a promotion for unknown reasons. It turns out that happiness and satisfaction at work and at home are most closely tied with social skills than any other factor. My name is Tyler Small, and I've spent the past 10 years helping organizations learn and lead better. I've designed learning experiences for tens of thousands of people at some of the biggest companies in the world, and I've coached hundreds of leaders. My life's quest has been to find out what is most valuable to learn and how to help people learn it. And if happiness is fundamentally determined by our relationships, then let's focus on that. However, there's a chance you've already read the books, seen the TED Talks, listened to the podcast, taken the assessments, and done the programs. And you're still struggling with some of the most important relationships you have. So let me ask you a question about specifically, who is the person right now in your life that you need to work with better in order to perform at your best? What relationship is currently holding you back? Where are you stuck the most? In this situation, you don't know where you're at. You're walking around in a dark cloud and you don't know where you're going or where you want to go. You don't even know when you've arrived at success. So I'm going to show you how to cut through all that, how to see where you are, where you want to go, and when you've arrived. You start with a question, the ultimate relationship question. It's a terrifying question, admittedly, perhaps the most awkward question you could ask a human being. On a scale of 5 stars, how would you rate our relationship? You can do this. Do you know what the question does? It converts all the fuzzy, vague, hand-waving nonsense we feel about relationships into clarity. You get a number. We can work with the number. Now, what do you do with a number? You move it up. How do you do that? How do you move this number up? First, I know what some of you are thinking. That's completely subjective. It's based entirely on perception of the other person. And I already know that my coworker is crazy, so they're not going to give me a very good number. And it would be different every day. It could change with their mood. And that is all true. So why would we ask that question? The answer is because you won't find the answer to fix your relationship inside of a book or a TED Talk or podcast. You're not going to find instructions on how to fix your relationship with your crazy coworker in a peer-reviewed scientific journal. It's not there. Relationships are not logical or rational. They're not objective. They're not predictable. You know what your therapist would probably say. They'd say, well, have you asked your coworker what it is they want from the relationship? And you'd pay over $100 for that. And I know many of you have. It's sound advice. So if we ask the sidekick question, how can I make it better? The ultimate relationship question provides the context with the number, and the sidekick question gets to the meat. You need both. They work together, and you ask these two questions every week until you get to 5 stars. This is where it gets interesting, okay? That measures from the top the high-level success. What's going on? What direction you're going? In the day-to-day, you follow 3 steps. Open, deliver, and follow up. Now, you apply those 3 steps over and over again every day, as many times as you can. And I'll get into depth on those 3 steps in other videos. Here, I want you to know that these 3 steps are what you'll use to create 5-star experiences for your counterpart. Experiences are the building blocks of relationships, and relationships are the building blocks of leadership and culture. So people see you doing this every day, and they're going to say, here's a person that can turn around a relationship. Here's a person who can lead. Here's a person that can turn around a culture. This is a very good thing for your reputation. How you do these 3 steps daily: open, deliver, follow up. And then every week you ask the big scary question, the ultimate relationship question. On a 5-star scale, how would you rate our relationship? And the sidekick question, what can I do to make it better? Or how can I make it better? And this will all become routine. It will eventually become less terrifying, and everyone will get into the swing of it. In fact, for most people, it becomes a game. The best kind of game, because there are levels and you know exactly where you are and what you have to do to get to the next level. How does one keep track of all this? Well, I've created a 1-month program that leverages an app. It has all the education, it has all the documentation and reporting and a cute little dashboard, and it takes about 30 seconds a day. It'll save you loads of time compared to all the nail biting and complaining and debating that you were doing before. And then one day, more than likely within a month, you will hear that number 5 in response to the ultimate question. And let me tell you, keeping a 5-star relationship going requires only 1/10 of the energy it took to get there. You'll feel like you're on vacation. It's a wonderful thing because suddenly the stress goes away. The avoidance of the tough conversations, the complaining goes away, the debating. It's easier to respectfully push back and come to an agreement because your counterpart becomes more flexible. They're willing to invest more in considering your point of view. They're starting to care about you as a person. They're willing to get out on a limb for you. Just keep way ahead of them with your 5-star experiences, thanking them and reviewing the amazing experiences with them that they're having. And your effort is going to 100% shine on them, which is going to reflect back on you. Your bosses will love this. You'll make your way around developing 5-star relationships with all of the key players you work with. And over time, this will improve your influence. Your team will begin to copy you, and that influence will spread like a ripple through a lake. Others will begin to see you as a leader, whether that means more respect and responsibility within your role or in a new role. These opportunities will accelerate. You'll become more sought after, more popular, and more valuable. These habits are going to carry over into your relationships with family and friends. And that will decrease your stress, my friend. Whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, people will have your back wherever you go. This is the life you want to lead. This is the person you've been dreaming of becoming. And it starts today. You can reach out to me at Tyler@5starapproach.com for more information. Thanks.